We stay mostly dry until maybe the end of next week. It has been pretty outside, a little more passing cloud cover during the day today. Did have some patchy areas of early morning fog, mainly in Lafourche, where that fog combined with a grass fire creating what we call super fog could be an issue again tomorrow morning, but it doesn't look like the fog will be very widespread. Warm, more humid. As I mentioned, dry until maybe late next week. Not a whole lot of confidence on that rain chance coming in late in the week. And again, that morning fog potential low with isolated patchy spots tomorrow morning does become more of an issue, I think, going into next week. Our temperatures are currently upper 60s, but more lower 70s. This is about the normal high for this time of year, so we are running above average, and that will continue through at least the next 7 days. Highs will be in the lower 80s going into most of next week. Winds are light. Now, what little wind we do have generally comes in from the south, so we're not really tapping into deep Gulf moisture. Dew points were basically in the 50s yesterday, in the 50s, some low 60s during the day today. I don't think they're going to really change very much through tomorrow, Friday, or going into Saturday. Humidity levels remain about the same. They do peak a little bit more as we head into Sunday, but more so into next week, and I think that's when the morning fog becomes more of a widespread issue. Could easily see it for tomorrow and again this weekend, but I think more so as we continue through next week. So no weather impact alerts yet, mainly because it's more of an isolated issue. If it becomes more of a widespread concern, then we will issue those weather impact alerts. Notice our fog forecast only has some patchy areas going through the overnight and into early tomorrow morning. Now, where we do see it could easily be very, very dense, especially toward Lafourche Parish because of that grass fire. So just something to be mindful of as we get the day started on Friday. You can see the warmer air spreading across most of the nation. It is not just us losing that fall feel. With the exception of maybe the Northeast, everyone is warming up with this upper level pattern. Now, we will see some upper systems bring in some chilly temperatures coming out of Canada, but never making it very far south. In fact, our pattern keeps us warm right through next week. So there are indications of maybe a cool down before Thanksgiving. A little bit too far out for any real confidence. Now, there is going to be a system moving across the nation mid to late next week that may start to bring some rain chances here late Thursday and on into Friday. So as of right now, could have kind of a stormy start to our Friday next week. Little too far. If you remember earlier this week, we were looking at a rain chance for Sunday, then that switched to Monday and then completely disappeared. So we'll see if that rain chance still holds up in the forecast. Again, that wouldn't be until late in the week. High pressure basically sitting right on top of us, which is why our winds have been fairly light. And what little breeze we are able to pick up is from generally the south, which is why we have had that more humid air in place. Now, we really start to get more of a surge of that Gulf moisture in by the end of the weekend and next week, and I think that's when we start to see more of the widespread fog concerns. Just a few passing clouds during the day today, but otherwise it has been a very pretty afternoon, just on the warmer side. 72 degrees right now with a dew point of 57. So humidity is at 59%. Our late evenings and mornings has more of that cool, damp feel, which is going to be the case for the next several days. Today's high 77. On average, though, 72. We are running above normal, but records are generally low mid 80s. And I was looking ahead to records for this weekend and next week when we are expected to get into the lower 80s. Every day where we're anticipating 80s, the records are mid 80s. So I think we're going to stay shy of the records, but certainly running warmer than average. Again, may start to see a little bit more of that widespread fog concern heading into next week.